what happened with forgiveness for you?
I think it took 3 or more journeys to really forgive from the heart. When you are in the journey, doing the journey, you say, I forgive you from the bottom of my heart. But to not only say the words, but to feel
Yeah.
takes a few journeys, I think. When you do these conversations and the dialogue, the emptying out at the campfire, even if the person you talk to is not in real there with you sitting and talking, it does, on the other hand, it does something to the person.
It
And
does.
I can only tell, and this is what I really want to give you all, is when I announced the release for The Only Kind of Love, I did a short YouTube video and to announce the song and what it's all about and what it does to me, and that the sexual abuse is still a taboo theme in society. And I had this on my status, and on the other day, my perpetrator called me and said, have you got some time? I need to come and see you. And he came, and then he was sitting at my kitchen table and was saying, I saw your video and I looked into your eyes. And for the first time, I really felt what I have done to you.
Wow.
And we were both sitting at this table crying, and he asked me for forgiveness. And I said to him, I already have forgiven you. And he said, I have to speak it out loud. And and for me, it was for the first time I was seen in my pain from the perpetrator. And
Wow.
this, I think we both do not forget ever this situation.
Yeah.
It's, yeah, and that is so lovely that it's not only happening during the journey, but in real life. So this is possible. You don't
Yeah.
have to, but it's possible.
Yeah. It's so true. And I have heard that so many times that when forgiveness happens, there is something that's happening with the other person, there's a shift in consciousness. And we don't necessarily have to get together and discuss it in real, but when this shift happens, something changes, something shifts, something happens. So I'm sure the people are really curious about this song. It's called The Only Kind of Love. And Karin or Pearl has offered to put all the proceeds from this song into a charity, into an association that looks after people who suffered from sexual abuse. And so that's a beautiful cause. And we don't play the whole song, but we're going to play about half of it. You get it. So the song is very beautiful. The words are what they are, and we've already spoken about it. So let's listen to a little bit of your song.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thanks for sharing it.
The day I was suddenly there's a pig and I'm so scared. Only essence of friends. Hey, why does love mean betrayal and pain? Is there someone to free me from this chain? What have you done to this little girl? Didn't you know you've crushed the whole world? She was desperately seeking for love, but only the angels came from above. Cries.
Thank you. Wow, it brings tears. It nearly brings tears to me too. I hope we haven't scared people off, but it's an opportunity. It's an opportunity, and that is your intention with the song, to bring awareness to a subject, to something that is still not talked about. It's still a taboo in society. It happens much too often. It happens to far too young people. And there is an invitation here also to know it is possible. As you so beautifully said, Pearl, there is life after abuse, there is life after sexual abuse. If you have a friend, if you have a girlfriend, if you have a friend where you know that there's been something going on in the past, that they have experienced abuse, that they have experienced sexual abuse. There is more abuse, not just sexual. There is physical abuse, there is verbal abuse. Sexual is probably the hardest, all of it. But to know it's possible to come free of it, and that it can happen. It can happen in a weekend. It can happen. You can just come and bring the intention to a workshop. As powerful as the journey is, all of our workshops online, and it's easy. You can do it from home. You can do it from the comfort of your home. We have been able to offer such a low price. It's less than half than what it used to cost when we had to go into live seminars.